Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to be back. I've missed you guys so much. If you're wondering where I am, I'm in an Airbnb in the north of Thailand in a town called Chiang Mai. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. Maybe I can be your tour guide. Come on down, come check it out with me. We're gonna just get some lavender incense going to ground into the space and cleanse away all that which is not coming with us in the new cycle. The new cycle is upon us. The new cycle has arrived. I've been talking about this new cycle for so long, and she's here, my friends. She's here. She's here. She's here. Oh, let's get that lavender. Oh, do you know what? Lavender's a smell of my childhood. It reminds me of my nana. She used to get these lavender flower, dried lavender, and put them in these little, tiny little drawstring bags. She was like, go on, you can put them in your drawers to keep your clothes smelling fresh. And I was just like, Nana, yes. Maybe my nana's with me today, okay. Hold tight, the grandparents and the ancestors, yes. Yes, that space is nice and cleansed. Okay, my family who've been with me from day one, we had a little bit of a mug situation. So I had this big, pink, gorgeous, very extra mug, and then we had to downgrade to this little sad grey one. But I tried to go mug shopping and find something that was as extra as that giant pink mug. The closest I could find was this Mickey and Friends Disney thermos. It's pretty big, it's pretty extra. And you know what? The theme, getting back to childhood. The theme today, the theme of the new chapter, the next 19-year cycle is getting back to childhood. Guys, the happiness you felt at 6 years old, the happiness you felt when you went on holiday, when you went to Disney, gang. That happiness you felt when you woke up and you had your little suitcase and you went to the airport, and maybe you were like with family, with some friends, and you made friends and you went to see Mickey Mouse, or like whatever it is for you. Like, the next chapter is going to be about getting back to that feeling, getting back to that feeling. So I would start shuffling, but I cut the deck on 3 cards right before I press record, and I never do this, but I had to do it. I had to pull those cards out and speak on them. Ace of Cups, 6 of Cups, the Sun. Getting back to the child state, to your child essence, to your childlike curiosity and wonder, to your childlike excitement, to your childhood dreams. Someone said recently, what's the first thing that you dreamt about? Like, forget what happened when, what parents told you you were good at, or what teachers told you should do, or what your friends were doing. Before all of the garbage, what was your first dream as a child? I know mine was to be on stage. I remember being 5 years old, and I knew to be on stage, dressed like a pop star. Maybe I was singing, maybe I was speaking, it didn't really matter, but just like, I knew that. That was my first childhood dream. What was your first childhood dream? Because with the Ace of Cups, 6 of Cups, the Sun, you're about to fulfill that childhood dream by getting back to your child essence. Who were you as a child? Reflect on it, journal on it. What did you care about? What did you value? If someone was to meet your 6-year-old self right now, how would they describe you? Were you magnetic? Were you radiant? Were you fearless? Guys. Yes, the energy is energying. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. in the Mickey Mouse thermos. Could that be more perfect for the theme, not just of this video, but of the next 19 years? We've just entered a new cycle. I talked about this when Pluto left Capricorn back in November. This was going to happen. We're going to enter a new cycle. But the planet has to adjust to the new sign. It takes a wibbly wobbly wonky moment. But guys, we're anchoring in the new 19-year cycle right now, guys. I cannot tell you. I literally was just picked up the deck and I was checking to see what way round the deck of cards was, because if they're all reversed, I want them the right way round. But like, I just boop, boop, boop. Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, Sun. I was like, I have to speak on these cards. I haven't, you know? I have to speak on these cards because there's children in the Six of Cups. There's a child riding a horse naked on the Sun card. And the word child on my inner child is screaming at me too. Getting back to the joy. They're giving me the word velocity. Oh, okay, velocity. Children do things with gusto and with speed, and they don't slow down, and it's never enough. They want to play with this one and play with that toy and play with that kid and go here and go there. If you say to a child, okay, what was your dream? You know, they'd be like, hey, we're going to go to Disneyland, and then we're going to go to this theme park, and then we're going to go swim in the swimming pool, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and this energy is just channeling through me right now, because this is what this new cycle is going to be about, guys. You're going to feel like you're 6 years old, going to Disneyland for the first time, meeting Mickey and Minnie Mouse. That's going to be your daily. That's going to be your daily vibe, guys. Complete and utter emotional fulfillment by getting back to who you were as a child and doing it with your soul family. Six of Cups is about getting back to who you were as a child, and it's about soul family. The people that 6-year-old you would have wanted to run around the playground with and never stop. You're going to be meeting those people. You're going to be doing the things with them, and it's going to feel like the sun is finally rising on a 15-year night. That's the truth. When I've taken the time to reflect just how deep the work was, the tension was, the toxic karmic pattern cycles, people's relationship dynamics, jobs were. And when I realize that that's done and that's over and that's in the past, it really gives me this huge relief. This huge, overwhelming, I have to cry in the shower about it, relief at how different this new chapter is going to be. I've been talking about this on every single video. How different this new chapter is going to be. Because that chapter was a 15-year long nighttime. Not pretty, not easy, not light. Nothing seamless, everything hitting all the trigger points, everything hitting all the wounds for a reason. Yes, butterfly ring coming at me. We were just caterpillars on the ground, guys. Caterpillars just trying to, like, you know, they ain't got arms and legs. They just got to, like, worm them. Maybe they do have tiny arms and legs. They're just like little worming on the ground. I'm just a little caterpillar just worming around. That's what we were doing when Pluto was in Capricorn, just worming around, just trying to figure things out and trying to find the right people and trying to find the right opportunities and trying to find the right places in which to thrive and trying to find, and it wasn't there because your destiny was higher up. That's why you had to be the caterpillar and then go through the cocoon cycle and then turn into mush and then get your wings and then step out the cocoon and then you had to dry off the wings and now it's time to fly. It's time to fly, gang. You heard it here first. It's January 2025. Pluto's in Aquarius. The world has shifted. You have shifted. Your inner world has shifted. The most powerful positive card in the deck. Dreams coming true. Life feeling like how Disneyland feels to the 6-year-old child. And you'll be doing it feeling like that child, meeting your soul family for real this time. Do you know how many people I met and I was like, oh, finally, soul family. And then Universal was like, yeah, you're going to have a cycle to go through and then you're going to come out the cycle and be like, oh, goddamn, was that wrong? How many times I thought I was meeting my tribe? No, I was not. It has not happened yet. But it's coming, guys, it's coming. We are soul family. People who belong to you because you belong to them, because you are a soul tribe traveling through eternity together. In every single incarnation, you play different roles. But you've been traveling through life together for eternity as eternal souls, living temporary human experiences, and that experience is about to get good. It's about to get good. I cannot speak to you enough about what this means. Sometimes I'll like look at cards before and it will just give me a flavor, but this time I was just like, no, these have to come out. They have to be spoken about. This is so unbelievably powerful. Ace of Cups, total emotional fulfillment. 6 of Cups, getting back to what you did as a child. And you know what? It's calling me. I'm going to shuffle the Sacred Creators deck. Maybe you want some inspiration on what that was. For me, I just knew I wanted to be on stage as a 5-year-old child. Like, you know, that child is who you are, minus the conditioning. Who they told you had to be to conform, to fit in, to get approval, to get validation, to get support, to appease everyone and please everyone. Who you felt like you had to be to belong, who you felt like you had to be to fit in, who you felt like you had to be full stop. Because you felt like the real you wasn't enough, wasn't good enough, but it was. It was. I had the pleasure right before I flew out to Thailand of watching some family videos. My brother got them converted to digital. These little camcorder tapes, we got them converted to digital. And I got to watch my 6-year-old self in Disneyland. And it was the roadmap to who I need to become. I don't need to become anything except going back to who I was before. Going back to who my soul came here to be. When you're a child, you are fresh, you are pure, you are still radiant and magnetic. You still know you're an eternal soul. You still believe in things, in life, in people. That's why children play with such vigor and velocity, because they believe that what they're playing is real. Their imaginations are wild. Your imagination is one of your greatest assets. I was watching this video by this phenomenal entrepreneur, I've forgotten his name, and he was just like, those who can imagine, okay, are going to be more successful in business and in life and in everything, full stop. If you have an imagination, you look at solutions rather than problems. You look at ways to get together. I remember being a kid. Oh, okay, we're going there, okay. I got in trouble for these, okay. This was 4 years old. Yes, I do have that good of a memory. I was 4 years old and I remember this like it was yesterday, fam. Maybe there's something to do with the whole psychic awareness, memory, remembering. I don't know. Let me know if this resonates with you. But I remember being like, guys, we got rulers and we got rubbers and we got a table. Let's play some table tennis up in here. And I got all the kids involved and we were playing, and the teacher comes over and she confiscates all of them. She goes, you sit down and copy out the book. 4 years old. Can you imagine the discipline? They would never do this today. I think the children would get rewarded. I mean, I'd hope they would, maybe in the future. I was using my creative nous to bring some joy to the boring classroom. Like, that teacher should have thanked me. Anyway, she was just like, copy out the book, sitting there doing lines. You know, like Bart Simpson in the theme song of The Simpsons when he's doing lines on the board. Can you imagine? 4 years old. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I was like, guys, She said copy out the book. She didn't say what. Let's copy the pictures and then let's do some drawing up in here. And then we're all doing the drawing and the teacher comes, no, the words. Copy the words. And it was just like, she was not a fan of me. I was trying to start some fun, some revolution, to bring some fire, some creativity, some joy. I was doing that at 4 years old. You knew who you were then, before, you know, all the discipline that suppressed me. Can you imagine over time? I learned not to do that shit again. The next one, okay. We had Legos. So we had these little, like, you have like the Lego like board that you stick the things on, but we also had wheels. So I was like, hey, let's take the thing and the wheels and let's put our feet on them and let's roller skate around the classroom. Oh, did I get in trouble for that? She made me sit in front of the wall, back to the classroom with my hands on my head, 4 years old. Oh, the discipline. Ilana, they were trying to put Ilana in a box and they succeeded for a while, you know? I talked about this in some of my earlier videos. I used to be a lawyer, but like what I didn't talk about was that I used to like I was a lawyer and I only wore black and I was this very, they had got rid of the spark in me, you know, from that at 4 years old, like, no, we don't have fun. You're going to sit in front of a wall with your hands on your head. Do you know what that does to the mind of a 4-year-old? First of all, that teacher should be behind bars. That is so unacceptable. But like, the suppression of my raw state. That's what the Six of Cups is about. It's about a very raw state, that godly state. God made me to be creative. God made me to be a leader in both, you know, in both of those examples. I was leading the revolution. It might have been a 4-year-old's classroom, but I was leading a revolution nonetheless. And I was doing it with creativity, with passion, with spark, with insight, with influence. I suggested ideas and the kids were on board with influence, with impact. Those are the signs of a creative and ingenuity. They're trying to get me to say a word and I'm like, oh. It's not intuitive. It's like not ingenious. It will come to me or it won't. People who invent stuff, okay? People who invent stuff, inventive. Let's just go with inventive. God made me to be creative, inventive, a leader, inspirer, a revolution starter. Who did God make you to be? Who were you as a kid before they came in and put the uniform on you and told you you had to be a certain way and you had to toe the line? Who were you? That you is about to shine, motherfucker. That you is about to shine and have so much fun and feel so much joy, heart pouring, eyes crying from gratitude and joy and blessings. The key is in you. It always was. You know, Pluto going through Capricorn and bringing all of these situations and all of these dynamics and all of, you know, I could go on and on and on and on and on. You know, me used to being a lawyer wearing a black corporate suit, walking around like this, you know, that was the tip of the iceberg, bro. The amount of karmic dynamics that I had to, loop the loop. But like, getting birthed out of the tunnel at the other side. We had to go through all that to unpeel everything, but the key was always there. And we've gone through this maze. Oh, have I just... Oh, let me just... Hang on. Yeah. We had to go through the maze to go all the way around and up and down to then just get back to the center and find that key that was always there. It said 1919 on the timestamp as I said that. Oh, 1919, do you know what that angel number means? Oh, do you know what? This 1919 is exactly what I'm talking about. It's going all the way out to then come all the way back and find out that it was there all along. But on the way out, instead of collecting things, you were getting rid of things. It's like having all this baggage that you were given from childhood, teenagers, 20s, whatever. And then as you went through the maze, you've got to drop that off and drop that off and drop that off and drop that off and drop. No, thanks, not for me. And then we finally feeling light and free, and we find ourselves back at the center, at the heart center, and boom, that key that was there all along because God put it in you. And if God's putting it in you, no one can take it away. They can try and put things on top to hide you from that and block you from that key. But no one can take away the key that God put in you, because that's your soul. That's your eternal spark. That's the light that never goes out in you. It can never go out. You're an eternal soul. They can do what they want to you. They can discipline you, punish you, condition you, try to tame you. They can abuse you. They can do whatever they can, but that key will never leave you. That light will never go out, because that's the light of God. It cannot ever go out. It can't leave you. The sun will never not rise. No matter how many storms happened in the night, the sun will always rise, because the sun is always there, because God is always there. The sun in you is always there. The sun card. You're a walking sun card when you get back to your child state, your real, raw self, that true version of you. And liberate you to feel again, to feel again, to feel again, to feel again. Children know how to feel. Adults who don't know how to feel, you are so blocked from your heart. You are so lost in that maze. You're in a maze within a maze within a maze. That's what the matrix is. That's what the illusion of life is. That's what this temporary experience on earth is. It's an illusion within illusion within illusion, a maze within a maze within a maze. And people who don't have access to their emotions, who are always in the head center, and they're never in the body, and they're never in the heart, and they don't know how to cry, and they say, oh my God, Alana, oh my gosh, can't believe you're crying. Oh my gosh, how can you cry? I'm just like, because I'm tapped in, gang. I'm tapped into my heart center. I'm tapped into who I am. Who I was as a kid has never left me. I just had all this baggage put on me that I had to shed through the maze, and now we're back. Here we are, the key. You see this little cross symbol above the cup? That's the key. And the bird above it with the wings, it's your key to unlock your wings. Oh, this metaphor is getting delicious. So we've got the maze. We've got the heart center. We've got the key, unlocking the wings that we wear so that now we can fly, because these cards are all about flying. This is flight. This is taking flight as the most raw, perfect version of you. Look at that naked child. Raw, real, godly, perfect. You were created in God's image to be exactly as you are. You will never be you again. There will never be a you again. I am an eternal soul living a temporary existence as Alana Waxman, and there will never be an Alana Waxman again. Not in this life, not in others. I have such a short amount of time to honor who God made her to be. You have such a short time to honor who God made you to be. I feel like I could speak on these 3 cards for days. Guys, I can't even tell you the synchronicity of what just happened. So my camera's balancing on a little precarious pile of things, you know, DIY, we make do. That's what happens when you're traveling around all over the world and you don't have a stable setup. But the camera fell, and then the loudest noise outside. I was so divine, because if I was speaking in the middle of something and there was this loud noise, I would have got cut off, but the camera had to fall. And then it was about 5 minutes. I think there was some planes overhead. Speaking of flight, bunch of planes overhead, okay. But we're back, 24:24 on the time stamp. Okay. Also, is the noise back? Not as wild, gone, okay. Also, I was just saying I could speak on these cards for days, and then I think the universe was just like, yeah, you could, but like, let's crack on with another deck. Okay, I want to like just, that was like a long little intro. Okay, I want to do some prayers real quick. my spirit guides, my ancestors, my archangels, please allow everyone who is divinely appointed to receive this message to receive it in divine timing and with clarity, and may it serve them and their highest good on their path. Yes, my Capricorns, we are on the path, guys. The new cycle has begun. It's begun. What did I split the deck on? Ooh. The edge of evolution feels messy. Okay. I'll speak on that and I'll shuffle a bit more. The edge of evolution, Pluto in Aquarius, the edge of evolution. It does feel messy. It's not like, okay, Pluto was in Capricorn 15 years cycle and now new 19-year cycle and everything is going to be steady Eddie. Everything is not going to be steady Eddie. It's going to be messy Mary. It's not going to be steady Eddie. It's going to be messy Mary. But it's going to be beautiful. And everything you're cultivating now in this space and everything you're working on in this time, everything, you know, the dives, the flights, the downs, the ups, the round and rounds. It might continue to feel like a bit of a maze, but guess what? You got the key. You got the key. You went to the heart space in the center and you got the key to your wings. Now we need to figure out what flying even is. Now we need to figure out what being an adult who's overcome all of this, who's done the healing, who's done the work, who's climbed their way out of the trenches. How does that person now receive this kind of life that I'm talking about? How does that person now receive this kind of abundance? How does that kind of person take flight? How do they sit back and relax knowing that, like, they just get to run around on a horse in the sun? Like, it's messy. It's messy Mary. Okay, let's get some more. All right, messy Mary. What's messy Mary got to say? I hope you know these metaphors come to me like completely out of the blue. I've never said steady Eddie or messy Mary before in my life. Okay. Your soul shines. What am I saying, gang? What am I saying? Six of Cups sun is your soul shining, your essence, that essence. Your soul shines, that's the essence. That's the soul essence that you had as a child and they tried to take away from you, but they could never take the key. They could only put the baggage on, but guess what? You've taken the baggage off. You put the bags down. You're shining, and it might feel messy because we're navigating a whole new era with new rules, new systems, new, you know, I spoke about a while ago, what if the rule isn't gravity, then what is it? I'm flying, I'm in space, I don't understand. I need moon boots now, I need a astronaut outfit now because I was on Earth where there was gravity and now I've got wings and I'm flying. I'm up in space, there's no gravity anymore. I'm gonna need to figure out what that looks like, how that feels like. Oh my gosh, these relationships coming in, these new soul family relationships coming in, they don't feel like the icky karmic relationships I had before. How do I navigate that? What is healthy? I've only experienced toxic before. What is healthy? All I ever did was work for other people, and now I'm going to be self-employed. I'm going to be in my CEO era. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. What does that look like? Messy Mary. Noise gone. Messy Mary. But I'd rather be Messy Mary with the key to my own heart and my own essence and my own joy and my own independence and my own life and my own routines and my own day and my own power than everything looking sharp. People used to think I got it all together, you know. Oh, look at her. Miss Lawyer working at the great... Okay, airplanes. Hang on. It's gone. Oh, Miss Lawyer with the black suit and, you know, the fancy title and the fancy law firm and, like... The planes are planing. She got the fancy certificate. Ooh, you know, 2 degrees and she's a qualified lawyer. What? There was nothing messy about it from the outside, but oh, that shit was messy on the inside. Like, you wouldn't believe that shit was messy on the inside. Messy's not even the word. That shit was just damaged. That girl was damaged. That girl was damaged, you know? From 4 years old, having to put her hands on her head. And all the ways in which people had to suppress me because I'm a powerful, influential person, and people didn't like that, especially from a child. What do you mean you're telling me you know what's best? What if I do know what's best? What if I'm just speaking my truth? What if I'm not trying to offend you or upset you or aggravate you? What if I just know what's best and I'm just speaking my truth and I'm making a lot of sense and I'm using my logic and my creativity and my natural problem solving skills and my resourcefulness? People don't like that. People don't want to know that. Even if it's correct, they don't want to know that they're not correct. Because you pushing at their ego right there. Children are real, man. If you're an unhealed parent with a child who's real, you're in for a rough ride, you feel me? And that child's going to get suppressed. I know that book. But let it be messy, but let it be you as we figure out the new. Do you get me, gang? Create our earth. Feed your artist. What do you want to create, guys? This new era, Pluto and Aquarius, do you know how different it's gonna be? No one knows. The world ain't ready. Let me tell you that, son. The world ain't ready. We out here about to find our soul family and building together and creating together things that are gonna benefit us, things that are going to fulfill us, but things that are going to benefit humanity at large, things that are going to change and shake up the system, shake up the algorithm, shake up the matrix that is the illusion within the illusion within the illusion that I was speaking on before. Feed the artist in you, and that doesn't mean you need to be a musician or a painter. It means the creative spark of fire within you. Capricorn, you all have an artist within you. You all have an artist inside of you. Maybe you're an accountant, but you still do your accountancy in an artistic way. Do you get me? Maybe you, I don't know, maybe you're just a stay-at-home mom, but the way you cook, you do it with joy and with fun and with music on. And maybe you make reels and you do silly dances. It doesn't matter. Maybe you heal people, look after people. Maybe you're a business person. There's so much inside of the Capricorn child. Do you get me? It's too much for this world. That's why they had to suppress. Hello, devil card. They had to wrap the chains around us because we were just too extra. But guess what? The new era is here. Our extra will be rewarded financially, emotionally, physically. Oh, the artist inside of you, feed that. Feed that, because that is in that key and it's in those wings and it's in your inner child, and you're going to get together with other healed soul family members, and all of us are going to be in our inner child energy flying up high. When you were a caterpillar, when you were growing up and being conditioned and being disciplined and all that shit and being abused, whatever it was, and then you grew up and then Pluto came in and everything was just karmic as shit, and we're out here trying to worm our way around and be like, where's the good stuff? Because I know I believe in it because I'm a Capricorn, I'm a climber. Why do I climb? The Capricorn has the strongest power of belief. What keeps us going on the climb and never stopping is that we believe in better. We just didn't see it because we were caterpillaring around on the ground. But now that we are getting our wings and flying up, all the things, the people, the opportunities that are truly, truly, truly going to bring us the magic, that dream life, magic life, life going to Disneyland as a child life, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. So many cards flew out and I was like, let me check if all of these are relevant. The answer is yes, it's all relevant. All of you is relevant. That's a message right there. Every part of you is relevant, even the part of you that your parents didn't like and your teachers didn't like, okay? Especially those parts. All the parts of you that got suppressed and they had to put all the baggage on, and now you've taken the baggage off. It's time to light that shit up. Phoenix rising out the ashes, wings on fire kind of energy. Start being so fucking extra in all the ways that God designed you to be. Because you're magic. And Earth's about to change. The creators are about to be on the front lines, leading the charge. emancipating and liberating humanity, man. I was going to be like helping humanity, serving humanity, but the word that came through very strongly from spirit were emancipating and liberating humanity with our creative leadership. Feed the artist, know your magic, let your inner child soul shine. Know that we're walking into a new dawn, age of Aquarius, creator earth. Everyone's going to be creating the 9-to-5 employment. I work for someone, I hate my life, and I come home and I do it again tomorrow. Groundhog Day, matrix, illusionary bullshit is gonna end, fam. It's gonna end, fam. And it's gonna feel messy. It's gonna feel a little bit messy, Mary, while we're in this navigatory process, but the new cycle has begun. You have found that key and unlocked your wings. Guys, the full body chills running up and down me. You don't even know, guys. I've never pulled the sun in one of my videos on this channel before. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Know this. Take this as your sacred sign. The divine destruction that was Pluto in Capricorn was for a reason, and it was worth it. And everything will be flipped. Everything will be flipped. From the darkness of night to the sun, the eternal sun. You're an eternal soul. You just need to tap back into that energy to align with this eternal sun, this never-ending sun. Oh, chills at the last card that flew out the deck from the Sacred Creators. I'ma cry. Gratitude again. I gratitude journaled this morning for the first time in years. No judgment to myself around that. There was not a lot to be grateful for. I gratitude journaled this morning for the first time in years. This building I'm staying at, this Airbnb, it has an outdoor pool downstairs, a little outdoor pool and a gym, and lovely, okay. I made a point to wake up at 7. I took my tea in my Disney thermos. I took a notebook and a pen and a yes, getting tripped on my words because there's so much to be grateful for. We're gonna it's too much. The word is struggling to come out the mouth because it's overwhelming. That's why it's very messy, because we're not used to it. Do you know what the butterfly can experience in comparison to the worming caterpillar? Oh my gosh, 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 it's overwhelming. Yes, some card, but there was not a lot to be grateful for. And it's flooding in now. You're gonna feel gratitude again. You're gonna feel gratitude again. Guys, I'm gonna cry on camera. I cannot express this feeling to you enough. You're going to feel gratitude again after not feeling it for a really long time. Oof. All the hairs on my head are standing up. You're going to feel gratitude again after not feeling it for a really long time. You endured the storm. You got out. You got that key. That 15 years was a giant 15-year maze to get the key back to yourself, back to your heart space, back to your heart, to unlock your wings so that now, butterfly out the cocoon, we can fly into the age of Aquarius. The new 19-year cycle is here. And I can't wait. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. We're in this journey together, guys. Everything you're about to reap, you will have earned. You're being rewarded. And that reward is going to be, ain't no words. Take it from me. There are no words. Let's go back to the beginning. There's no words for this. There's no words for this. There are no words for this. There are no words. I'm going to have to close out this video because there are no words. Guys, it's a feeling. Align to the feeling. Get ready. Feel the feeling of gratitude again. because it's all about to change. Guys, happening now. And it's my birthday tomorrow. So I'm pumped and excited. Happy birthday to all my Capricorns out in here. My Capricorn sons, happy birthday. I'm so excited to continue on this journey with you. If you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description box. You want to know what this new chapter is going to be saying for you. You want to get back in touch with that inner child. I also do inner child mediumship. That's one of my skills, guys. That's one of my big skills. I can tap into that inner child and let you know what that inner child knew that they came here to do. And we can use the cards to figure that shit out. Guys, that shit is powerful. If that sounds interesting to you, hit me up on the email. I love you guys so much. I'm so excited to be back, and I will be back very, very soon. Wishing me and all of you happy fucking birthday. Happy Capricorn season. Happy entry to the new 19-year cycle, because you did it. You and you alone did it. You did it. You climbed that mountain. You went through the cocoon. You went through the storm. You did it. And now we're going to be flying out in here. Right, I got to sign out because you know me. I can speak for days. But I love you guys so, so, so much. And I'll see you on the next one. Mwah!